it's the SmokeSesh with Chris and Chris.
What's happening, people?
It is episode number
700,000.
I don't even know. We've got to be over 20 something now, right?
Yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there.
Oh, brother, as usual, we're sponsored by Brutal Glass.
BrutalGlass.com, BrutalGlass.com, BrutalGlass.com.
BrutalGlass.com. Smoking out of my Tony Keel 7mm
thing
jammer, my smoking lamp.
And the smoking lamp is always lit at the IB fucking Slam headquarters. So Chris and I have been like super busy today. We just finished a really long interview with Walter's Wall of Woe from
fucking internet radio show from thatmetalstation.com.
Right. So every Friday at 1 p.m. New York time, you can check that out. We had a great interview with him. It was almost 2 hours.
So next Friday, our show will air. This Friday coming up.
Yeah, this Friday coming up. So if you want to listen to more of us, you can listen to more of us. Drew Roberts, yes, we know about that anniversary, and I think Chris will talk about it right now.
We'll talk about it. Oh, we can talk about it right now. Okay.
So go for it.
So, in my opinion, besides Driven to Conquer, of course, the greatest death metal album of all time came out 20 years ago today. Destroy the Opposition by Dying Fetus. This is an original t-shirt from that era. Got my fucking picture disc I found in fucking Europe. It's my favorite fucking death metal album of all time. It is directly responsible for my other band, Without Remorse, existing, along with Internal Bleeding's Driven to Conquer and Onward to Mecca albums. They were the biggest influences for me and my buddy Matt to start a band. And I know this album is huge for Joe Marchese starting Revenants back in the day too. So much respect to Jason Netherton,
who'll be on this show soon.
That's right, hopefully very soon. Sparky Voiles, John Gallagher, my main man, John Gallagher, one of my favorite people on planet Earth.
Yeah, he's such a good guy.
Oh man, Chris, you got that sick weed, man.
He used to always be like, he'd be like, I remember back hanging out with him one day. I was on some kind of rant, and
Kevin Talley, of course.
And he just looked at me and goes like this, "Man, can you slow down?" He told me to slow down one of the first times I ever hung out with him. Oh,
he's the man. All those guys rule as the best Dying Fetus lineup, in my opinion. I know they've been going at it with the other cats for well over 10 years, probably even longer than these guys were in the band. So Dying Fetus is those other cats for sure. And they've
shout out to those brothers, man.
Made fucking great albums. Trey and Sean they've made fucking insane albums with John too over the years. But Destroy the Opposition is on another level of organic
sickness,
genuine sickness. Absolutely no question
about it.
Tough
as fuck.
Tough as fuck without trying to be tough as fuck on purpose, without being over the top. Lyrical content, the fucking album cover, the production, Jason's vocals, John's vocals. I believe Mike Harrison does guest vocals on there. It's the best. It's the best in my opinion. What's your favorite song on Driven to Conquer, guys? I'm Driven to Conquer. Destroy the Opposition.
Or Driven to Conquer.
DTO and
DTO.
DTO.
And DT.
Driven to CTC. So it's confusing. Both came out around the same time, 99 and 2000. Right?
Yep. Yeah. So,
but what's your favorite song? Mine is... Fuck, dude. Epidemic of Hate.
That's mine too. That's my favorite off that album.
Awesome. So shout out to Dying Fetus in all their forms.
Yep. Good people. So, Arn, I am smoking a Diesel Unlimited Maduro 6x60.
Nice.
It's tasty ass cigar. I just want to shout out, well, not a shout out, but my mother died a couple of weeks ago. And so in tribute to her today, I am using a very fine, very expensive Waterford crystal glass to drink my Colonel E.H. Taylor bourbon. So but I just want you to hear this, because you want to hear good crystal? That's some insane crystal. So
something else.
I know, right? Hopefully I don't break it, or hopefully nobody here hits a high C and shatters.
You have another one of those? I'll pour a Diet Dew into it.
No, you cannot sully such a glass with a Diet Dew. So, what's up, Drew Reyes, man? What's up, brother?
Drew Reyes, Andrew Mongrel. I don't know how you're still doing it, man. I guess there aren't shows this year, so your body is hopefully recovering.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be ready to mosh for another 18 to 22 years of punishing people that are just there to see a concert.
So we just mentioned Walter's Wall of Woe. Walter, you're what? Fuck it. Go ahead, do it.
It's not a Diet Dew, but
Let's clink.
I'm gonna have a
Wait,
diet orange soda out of it.
Let's clink.
Oh,
That hurt my ear. So anyway, Walter, what's up, man? Thanks for having us on. Walter Greggs is watching.
Your mom would not be happy about this.
No, she'd be happy about the bourbon. She'd be, why are you putting Diet Coke in a $150 Waterford crystal glass? And we'd say, because that's where Diet Coke belongs. How's the aroma? I'm getting notes of oak and cinnamon.
And phenylalanine.
And phenylalanine, yes. Okay, good. Oh, God, this smells good.
Well, it is good. All right, well, thanks, Mama, for that.
Yeah, one more.
Cheers.
Because I love that sound. So, anyway, good. I'm glad some people are watching from the Czech Republic, because you know the good glass is made there. So
some of my favorite food in the world, some of the sickest fans in the world are there too. Some of the hottest women I've ever seen in my life are in fucking Prague.
Michael DiPoli, actually, I had mentioned to Chris that we need to record that sound.
That's
for the
Roadkill.
album.
That's ECW.
Oh, it is Roadkill. It is.
Check it in.
That's right. Oh, anyway. Amanda, what's up? Thanks for watching. Tammy, we know you're watching. Jennifer from Jen's Metal Tees on eBay.
Jen, I'll get back to you. I got to pay Chris rent today, and then I'll get back to you and I'll buy a bunch of t-shirts.
Yeah, you don't want me to bust.
I want all those Power Trip shirts. I didn't have that one that I thought I had. Mine says Conditioned to Death, but it looks similar to the Stabby Cross one. So I want both of those, and I want that white Metallica shirt. So hold them for your boy.
That boy. Chris, can you talk about in your onward? Okay, so here's a question everybody asks me, and I will answer it to the best of my ability. Can you talk about your involvement in Onward to Mecca and your 2002 departure? Why not use the name Hate Fuel? Okay. Why didn't we use the name Hate Fuel? Okay, so we had that.
I think you left in 03 because I saw you in the band in 03.
Yeah, I think it was 03. I don't know the exact. Actually, the last show I played was the first or second Maryland Death Fest.
I think it was 03.
Okay, whatever the date. Anyway, let me answer the Hate Fuel question because it annoys me. We had that album title forever, and we were promoting it, and then something besides September 11th happening, which of course changed our mindset a bit. Somebody actually came out either with a
Jungle Rot.
Was it Jungle Rot?
Came out with them called Fuel by Hate on the same record.
No. Somebody else came out with actually an album called Hate Fuel.
It didn't help that Jungle Rot had Fueled by Hate on the same record label.
Right.
Olympic.
Yeah. So
Olympic Century Media.
I think that's why we changed it. And then when we changed it to Onward to Mecca, because listen, we lost a lot of people. I lost my complete business. All my clients were in the World Trade Center almost. 60% of our business when I was a partner in an ad agency, 60% of our business with clients that we were very close to, that were good friends, literally evaporated that day, and it was a horrible day. And
they had open invoices, so
they had a lot open. It was like $12 million worth of business that went down the drain.
Oh, brother!
But on top of that, we had friends that we lost, and we got pissed anyway. So that left me at a crossroads because the business had gone down, and I decided to kind of go my own way, start my own business, and suffer through starting up a whole business by myself. And I couldn't I couldn't give the commitment the band needed. I literally fired myself because I couldn't pull the weight that needed to be pulled. And I was burnt out. Listen, we've been abused. We've been abused. We took a lot of heat for a lot of stuff. We took a lot of slings and arrows from the press. People would say we were unoriginal.
People hated Driven to Conquer for some reason.
People hated Driven to Conquer. I read so many reviews that said Driven to Conquer was generic.
So Jerry moved from Cleveland to join the band to New York.
Right.
And you didn't want to go, well, now this guy moved and fucking uprooted his entire life.
No way.
Let's quit the band. Let me just dismantle the band. You went, the band's in good hands with these cats.
Yeah, exactly. And we had me and Guy and Bill had written a lot of the album already. And then Frankie Mitch stepped in, and
he's my biggest guitar influence of all time.
Him and Jerry finished writing the album, and they did a great job. And those guys, I stepped away from the band, and those guys were generous enough to. I got to do a little acoustic piece on the album, which I thought was a nice touch that I got to do that, and I'm thankful that Jerry and all the guys were totally cool with me at least putting a little flair on there. I wrote a bunch of lyrics to that on that album. Jerry wrote the rest. It was a weird time for me, and I made a lot of mistakes. I ended up I treated Jerry not so well when I reformed the band, and I kind of feel bad about it. And I talked to him about it, and I apologized. But you know, I made a lot of mistakes. But
In all fairness, Jerry's version dissolved on its own for whatever reason it did, and he was letting the name just kind of sit there. So somebody had to do something about it.
But I was not. I don't like the way I handled it. And whatever, it's in the past. I talked to Jerry about it. Jerry's a good guy.
I love that album. It's huge.
I do too. I do too. And
Jerry and Frankie embraced me and my friend Matt, who started Without Remorse, into their family, into their crew, and here we are.
Yeah. It was a tough period for me, but I'm glad it's finally something now that I've talked to Jerry and I've made peace with things. It's finally an album I can listen to and really be proud of. Whereas it was a bit of a dark spot for me because it was just a rough time for me. It was really rough emotionally for me. You know,
and with that being said, we learned how to play fucking Bleed by Example last week.
Yeah, so that's gonna get in the set.
Live,
that's gonna get in the set list. So we're pretty happy about that. Ben, you know what? It was hard to admit, dude, but I like to try to think of myself as somewhat introspective, and it did take me a while to come around to it, and I had to face the truth that I did some bad things, and I did some things that weren't mature, and you know, I'm man enough to admit it. I'm not gonna fucking run away from things, and I love Jerry, and I shouldn't have hurt him like that, or as he took it as disrespect, or whatever it is. You know, it was wrong of me, and you know, I manned up and I apologized to him, and Jerry is a good man and accepted my apology, and now him and I are back to joking around together and making fun of my sister's house in the Hamptons. Right. So. All is good. So
me and Jerry used to work together at a restaurant. He's the man. He's always been cool to me.
Yeah.
He invited me to play in Punch Your Face. You know,
and Jerry still is the man who had the balls to wear a complete Los Angeles Lakers uniform on fucking stage at the Ohio Death Fest just to piss off every fucking death metal head in the audience, and we loved it.
All right, so we got some other questions rolling in, non-metal.
Oh wait, one quick one. Ray Arnold, cheers, brother.
Hello, Ray.
Ray is somebody I met at the smoke shop, and he is one of the most encouraging people I've ever met. Anytime I post something about the band's doing this and that, Ray is the first one to say, way to go. He's very encouraging. I miss you, Ray. I wish we could hang out, brother. I hope you're well. Cheers to you. Okay,
right.
Sorry, I had to add that.
Brandon Darius asks, best burgers on LI, NYC that isn't a bacon cheeseburger with 2 patties from Five Guys. Listen, dude, Five Guys is like, okay, it's fine. Like, it's good.
Would that be like, would Five Guys be bottom of the rung elite burgers?
Correct.
Okay.
It's better than every fast food burger, basically. It's actually not better than a double quarter pounder from Mickey D's, though.
Okay.
But it's great. And the fact that it exists is great. It's not better than Shake Shack. And there's 10 other places I can name right off the bat that are better than
So go ahead. Answer the question, though.
But if you're looking for that.
Last night you had a good burger, right?
Well, I met up with the burger scholar himself from First We Feast, George Motes, out in the Hamptons. And he did a little pop-up at Eckert's Luncheonette. So I got some fucking sick shit from him. But Andrew's Classic Brooklyn Luncheonette has one of the best burgers you'll ever have if you're in Brooklyn. And
Chris McCarthy's back deck burgers are pretty damn fucking good.
Hit me off. I'll fucking make him 7.
He travels. You just got to pay his expenses. He'll make burgers for you. He made burgers last weekend?
Last Saturday.
For his birthday, he made these burgers, man, on a flat grill. Oh, God, they were so fucking good.
They were sick. Yeah. Burger City in East Meadow is fucking insane.
All right. Good.
10 out of 10.
Bacon on the side, yeah, but you
I don't necessarily need bacon on a burger. If it's great, great burger,
he said on the side.
Yeah, I'm fine
he said on the side.
Pickles, raw onions, cheese, no ketchup, no nothing.
It's all about the onions.
Yep.
Drew Roberts, Bills versus Raiders. I'm going for the Raiders. I'm upset that they lost last week, but hey, it was against the Patriots. They did beat the Saints. I think Gruden's got a good team together. I don't know. I don't know about playoffs this year, but definitely next year. So I'm pretty excited about that, you know. So we'll see. Hamed, we don't answer political questions. We keep our politics to ourselves.
No politics on this show.
This is all about having fun and not creating arguments. So no politics this show. Ever. Period. End of sentence. Ever hear of the Brindle Room?
Yes. It's in the city, I believe.
Is it next to the Brill Building?
No, but I've actually heard comedian Tim Dillon mention it as a delicious cheeseburger. I haven't been there. So who actually brought that up? Where'd you read that? Who said that? The Brindle Room.
I don't know.
What are you, Brendan up?
I don't know where it was.
Yeah, I'm going to try that, though, for sure.
Oh, Well, Matt Bishop, jalapenos on anything is good, but I don't know about a burger. Maybe on the side.
If I'm in the mood for that kind of thing, but if I'm in the mood for if I'm in the mood for that flavor, I'm just gonna make Mexican food or something.
Brandon, I agree with you for a burger.
I'm agreeing with you.
A white onion's better for me personally. Red onion is good in a salad, but you need that white onion tang and bite.
You need the fucking bite of the white onion for sure. Red onion, for some reason, I feel like after I brush my teeth 70 times, I still taste it.
Red onion, you know what? Red onions don't take a stand to me. White onion says,
and they don't cook great. They don't like saute down.
They don't reduce down. No. Red onion's good on salad. White onion on a burger.
Again, like I said, blue cheese on a burger. It's got to be. I have to be in the mood for that fucking type thing.
Do you know 5 Napkin Burger?
Yeah.
Ray Arnold asks.
One of my exes used to live right across the street from the 14th Street location, and she was always like, "We're not going there. That's a tourist place." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it looks good."
All right.
So I never got to go.
All right. Oh, Matt, Matt Bishop found a video of Slammers in Illinois. I remember that show. Do you have it? Can you post it? Do something? Send it to me. I'll put it on YouTube. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching too, Matt. I love you, brother. Matt Bishop, if you don't know Matt Bishop, you should know Matt Bishop. Matt Bishop was instrumental in helping IB get the band back together.
I went to school with a Jimmy Bishop who used to be able to fart on command.
What about Joey Bishop, the singer? Anyway, Matt Bishop brought us to his Central Illinois Metal Fest right when we reformed, and that was a great start to re-kickstart the band. And Matt, I appreciate that. I'll never forget it, brother. So, egg on a burger or kielbasa?
Yeah, that's another
Larry
thing.
Foreman asks.
Eggs on a burger, like a sunny side up egg on a burger, is really sick. And again, they have to be in the mood for it. It's got to be the specific thing that I'm.
What about kielbasa? I've never had
a sliced kielbasa on a burger. I don't think.
It sounds interesting.
Sure, it tastes fine. I don't know if it's necessary though. Right. If I'm gonna have a kielbasa, I'm just gonna put it on a roll with some retarded mustard. And
now, when you okay, so for a perfect burger, it's not just chopped meat. What's the ideal mix or blend?
Chuck and brisket.
Chuck and brisket.
And if you can grind it yourself, that's great. But Schweid & Sons makes a great pre-made patty.
Right. That's what you made last week.
I can't believe that this show has turned into mostly burger talk.
That's all right.
Heavy metal.
Hey, we don't talk heavy metal.
But I love cheeseburgers. I'm literally so in the next year or two, guys, my plan is to open up a burger truck here in New York, Long Island. And I'm gonna show up at metal shows and fucking softball games and fucking cool events like that, biker rallies and shit like that, and just fucking try and pop up at that type shit.
Oh God, biker rallies.
Those fucking slobs need to eat.
Oh yeah,
that's my plan.
We
for
can
the next
get
few
the.
years, man.
What was the name of the
Hell's Satans.
No, the motorcycle gang we played in their clubhouse. The Banditos.
The Pistoleros.
The Pistoleros.
Yeah, there were some bad dudes for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I plan on opening a fucking burger truck in the next few years here in the tri-state area and doing the damn thing.
Favorite? Okay, Hamed asks, what's your favorite BDM designer and your favorite BDM band logo? All right, so...
Mark Richards has taken the top spot. I mean, Riddick is great.
Yeah, Riddick's great. Mark Richards.
Vincent Locke is great. Fucking...
Dan Seagrave is great. Yeah.
I mean, the legendary shit. Mark Richards, just because he's my bud and he's done stuff
for
us.
But he's awesome.
He got every day I see him post something and new tattoos. He started tattooing. He's the best.
Yeah, Mark Richards
is the best.
I think he's pretty high up there. Logo-wise, you know what? I'm going to go... I love the classic Gorguts logo. The classic one.
You're looking at it, baby. This fucking thing. Tell me a cooler band's logo.
I drew that logo at work, by the way.
You drew this?
Yeah, I drew that logo. I drew it at work.
It's fucking sick.
I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you how I did it. Here's a little secret. So I printed out on I printed out on a piece of paper. I printed out Helvetica Extra Black, the font. I printed out the words internal bleeding. You know, it took like an hour to print because this was the early '90s and the fucking printer took forever to print.
With like the reams on the perforations.
No, it wasn't dot matrix. It was a little. And then I literally took like 100. I literally took 100 copies of that, and I just kept drawing over it, you know, trying to come up with the IB logo, and that's how I came up with it.
I love between the N and the T, the little splatter thing.
Well, yeah, the connection. Yeah. So that's it's a classic logo.
That's my favorite logo. I'm not just saying that because I'm in the band. It's fucking awesome.
It's legible.
You can fucking read it. And I love this fucking dumb thing, too, honestly. The Dying Fetus Impact font, block font logo. It's just tough as fuck.
It makes a statement.
Yeah.
It does make a statement. So there's your answer for that. Jake Law, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I like the Wake of the Cadaver spaghetti logo, too. that Steve.
Oh yeah,
Vermillion
that
did.
was very cool.
You know, it's
It takes up like the whole album cover.
completely illegible.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
it rocks. You know, shout out to Steve Vermillion, their OG bass player.
Oh man, he did that logo.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So,
he's the man.
what else we got?
Devourment has a sick logo too, actually.
Yeah, Devourment's a classic logo, especially when they use the little alien thing
Yeah,
in their
that
work.
little feller.
So we answered that question. You should take a raw burger, cut a hole
Mike,
in
Mike Majewski, of course, dude. He makes some sick art too.
the.
Shout out to Mike.
Mike's made some sick art for IB, man.
Yeah,
so fucking that's cool. You should take a what? All right, why don't you talk about this comment here, Chris? Because
take a raw burger, cut a hole out in the middle, insert a shit ton of ketchup. When it's done, take a bite, and the ketchup spills out. Guess the burger had internal bleeding.
so
right.
That's the internal bleeding burger.
We're banning Brandon from commenting.
Didn't we went to some place and they made internal bleeding French fries?
Grill 'em All, one of the greatest.
Yeah, it was Grill 'em All. That's right. Yeah, Grill 'em All.
Angeles, made us internal bleeding fries with some sort of like fried cream cheese and cranberry puree or something. Absolutely ridiculous.
Was it a puree or a compote?
It might have been a compote. It might have been a slurry. No, what's the other one? Chutney.
It could have been a
I
chutney.
think it was a chutney.
Yeah, it might have been a chutney.
And some dump in Cleveland made us the internal bleeding corrupting influence burger or something like that.
Yes, the corrupting influence
It
burger.
was actually disgusting.
I liked it. I was drunk. So.
And it was made with half sausage. And I'm just like, they're not supposed to. Nah, whatever. It was named after us, so it's fine. And I bit the inside of my cheek while I was eating it, so it ruined the entire experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had a bad day.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Jake, dude, as soon as this Rona fucks off, you know you're welcome to my house anytime for a little barbecue, a little smoking, a little hanging out, a little learning some fucking lingo. You know how it is. Yes, Chris, it was the Foundry.
Jeff from Embrace Your Punishment from France checking in. If you guys don't know them, they're sick as fuck. Their album that
you do backing vocals?
that I sing on is totally fucking brutal. Nameless King is the album, I think. I actually don't remember. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing. But the album is fucking sick. Embrace Your Punishment. They're fucking sick, dude.
Are we into melodic death metal?
Like, what does that mean?
Like Dark Tranquility or Insomnia?
No, hell, no.
No, I'm going to take a pass on it. It's a little too happy.
I like Iced Earth. Does that count?
Ugh. How can you not like... Wait, you hate Iron Maiden but like Iced Earth?
Because Iced Earth's a tougher Iron Maiden, and I have bad personal memories with Iron Maiden.
Oh, okay, because I can't stand either band, so... Anyway.
And the lead singer looks like The Undertaker.
Oh.
He's tough. Iced Earth is tough as fuck.
All right, Daniel Rockmeyer is asking the top 5 death metal albums this year. I can't name the top 5.
I don't really listen to death metal like that anymore, dude.
Defeated Sanity is definitely in the top. The new Incinerate's definitely at the top. I don't know. You know, I'm in the middle of writing an album, and I try not to...
What else came out this year? You guys hit us. Tell us what you like.
Yeah, I don't listen to death metal when I'm writing because I don't want to steal anybody's riffs. So
I'm not really... Right.
I'm listening to...
Right.
I'm listening to a lot of 60s rock and roll now.
I'm back on the fucking MySpace beatdown stuff. I started listening to Hatebreed Under the Knife again religiously, and the CDC demo, 2003 demo. That's what I've been listening to. Yeah, that's what I'm back to. My roots.
I need to acknowledge this because I've been saying this for years. Brandon Darius says Maiden with Diano rips. Brandon, you're absolutely right. Maiden Killers, that album destroys every Iron Maiden album ever made. Killers is the best album. It's aggressive as fuck. Diano's on it.
You know Rob Halford tried to fuck him, right?
Yes, I read that. He should have fucked him.
Not an attractive man.
Yeah, but if he banged out Diano, maybe Diano would have stayed Maiden and the music would have stayed like aggressive and tough instead of getting all like noodly and fucking neurotic.
All right.
Anyway, Maureen, yes.
Attractive man, though.
The new Incantation, I forgot because I bought it actually. I bought the CD. I love the new Incantation. It's dark as fuck.
You ordered like a motherfucker.
And,
I ate so many edibles yesterday, dude. I woke up at 2 p.m. today and I was like, oh, I gotta do this fucking interview with Corvallis.
Oh,
So we had a really good time doing it, but it took me everything. I'm feeling gravity double today, man. It's like weed's not supposed to give you a hangover, but it does when you eat it.
Yeah,
when you eat a lot of it really does, man.
I'm on muscle relaxers right now, which are mixing really well with my...
Specifically says do not drink. Is the dog supposed to go inside? Does he want to go inside?
Oh, Duster.
You wanna go inside, buddy?
My dog is crying because he won't go inside. So excuse
inside,
Chris for a second. So yeah, that new Incantation's up there too. But like I said, I don't listen to any death metal when I'm writing an album because I can't. So I'll give something one spin and not listen to it because next thing you know, I'll steal a riff and I don't want it.
Fucking dog won't go inside. He just looked at me. He was just like...
He's an idiot. My dog is a fucking moron. I'm sorry. I love him, but he's a fucking moron, you know? Hamed, I can't give you the reason behind "Kill Your Mother, Rape Your Dog." That's a Dying Fetus song, and I think it's a tongue-in-cheek joke on how everybody says that's "Kill Your Mother, Rape Your Dog" music. So anyway,
Correct.
Mark, yeah, the cytotoxin's awesome, and reverting back to a question about brutal death metal logos, they have a sick logo. I love their logo, and their fellow label mate, I believe they're on Unique Leader.
Oh, 700 other bands too.
Drew Roberts asks, how many songs written so far? We have 5, but only 3 we like. So 2 are
I
getting
think that's about right.
2 are getting 2 are getting thrown in the trash. We might actually release them and see how many people copy them. So you know, 2 are just not good. I might release them as solo stuff. I don't know. It's just not IB material. It's a little too out there. So, but we got 3 done that we're pretty happy with and pretty strong about.
It's like Evil Allman Brothers, your other music that you write.
Yeah.
It's not suitable for IB.
Yeah, it's not suitable for IB.
It's like Blue Cheer almost. I'm not even kidding. It's kind of
like
that, but like metal-y.
Yeah. It's just me, and it's just not, doesn't fit the IB idiom. So I might release it as like a Chris Pravelis project thing, you know, and it's like all the riffs that will never make it to IB that sound like a heavier metal version of like Blue Cheer and early Black Sabbath and stuff like that.
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
Yes, exactly. New album is definitely going to sound like Jerry and the Pacemakers, or
why did I get that reference?
Or perhaps Johnny Maestro and the Brooklyn Bridge.
I know that reference.
You know, cut me up. No, sorry. Anyway,
what about Paul Revere and the Raiders or something?
I like them too. Or fucking what is it?
Jay and the Americans. Jay Black and the Americans.
Oh yeah, Jay Black and Americans rule, man. That's good shit, man.
Southside Johnny and the Asbury Dukes.
Oh. Southside Johnny. Now, what isn't that the guy?
That's like Bruce Springsteen's guy.
Right, like the guitar player who played the guitar player who played in The Sopranos, isn't he?
That's Little Stevie.
The Little Stevie, yeah, that's
Steven Van Zandt.
Steven Van Zandt. He had a band too. I don't remember that. So Daniel Dick Dale is, dude's the guitarist. The
OG,
guy rules.
OG fucking.
Yeah, Dickie Dale was great.
Trem picking.
Yeah, he was the tremolo picking master, dude. I mean, man. Yes, Chris Stevenson, we are often imitated and never duplicated. That is IB.
Although Without Remorse did a great job.
I don't think you sound like, well, a little
like Onward to Mecca era.
Yeah, a little Onward to Mecca.
That was my huge influence.
But I think you have your own style.
No, for sure. We were faster than the Onward to Mecca stuff, but we didn't have as many blast beats. It was different. Because Irate's just as big an influence as IB and Dying Fetus.
Yeah, sure. I get that. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with Leonard Skinner, man. It's a good fucking band. So, wow, Mark was named after the sax player from Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Wow, your parents are crazy people.
Crazy. Oh, and yeah, the new Ton's awesome, dude. Like I said, I'm in writing mode. I don't listen to any death metal. So, like in a year, I'm going to catch up on all my 2020 releases. I just can't because I'm going to copy. I know it's going to soak into something. And somebody's going to say, that riff on this song sounds a little like the new Ton. And I'll be like, fuck, it does. And I don't want
I know those dudes came to see us in Cleveland or something. They were fucking cool as fuck. I know you
Ton's
guys know
awesome.
them from back in the day,
dude.
but I've only had 1 or 2 interactions with them. They're very
Ton is awesome.
Sick dudes.
Weight is still my, I think it's Weight or Heavy is one of my favorite releases from Ton. It's a great band. So, so Chris, here's a good question from Drew Roberts. If you could play another instrument, I know your answer. If you could play another instrument, what would it be? Okay, go ahead.
Drums.
All right. See, I knew it would be. Me, it would be cello.
Because I write all the songs as like a drummer
right.
in my head. You know, and then I show him to Kyle. He's like, "Why the hell would I do that?" I was like, "I don't know."
Cello would be my other instrument. I think it's the saddest instrument ever, and I would like to learn how to play the cello. But the guitar is going to be my lifelong thing because I'm
you should
still
play it with a bow like Jimmy Page on the next album.
I'm fucking play it with a fucking bow. I'm not a child molesting heroin addict. Sorry.
No, that's.
I do love Jimmy Page, but
that's what's his face.
What? Jimmy Page.
The other guy.
Didn't Jimmy Page marry like a 13-year-old chick and keep her closeted in a castle or something? I don't know.
Hey, listen.
Shit happens.
You know, if you can pull it off.
Fuck it, if you can pull it off, that's right.
Who's that other idiot, though? Pete Townsend got busted with the kiddie porn. He was like, no,
it was research.
I was researching it because I was molested myself. You know, it's like, okay, sure, pal.
Same guy, Pete Townsend, the same guy who said Keith Moon sucked and John Entwistle sucked.
Agreed.
Maybe it was Townsend who sucked? I don't know.
They all suck.
When you write, do you over? Okay, here's a good question. The answer is going to be no, but when you write, do you write to a click and program drums over it?
Hell no.
It all starts with a riff, and then Chris and I will go like, so if Chris has a riff or I have a riff, that's where it starts. Then we either find the song that it fits in,
Right.
or
Build
we
a song
say,
around that.
or
That's
right,
the beginning of a song.
right, or it's, oh, this would be great in this part, and then so we'll record it. Then I'll program drums, I'll program bass, but it always starts with just the riff, and then we build a demo around that riff in Logic. So that's kind of how we do it now. It's not, we're not 18 years old and live 5 minutes from each other and can practice 10 times a day like we used to. So we just have to do it this way. Oh, here's a good question. You know what's scary? I know all the answers to these questions. I know your answers to all these questions.
Yeah, just tell them because I'm done talking.
All right. If you could live anywhere other than New York, where would it be and why? Okay, so.
Well, not in the current climate of the planet's social.
All things being equal.
Southern California for sure. You know what I mean? Closer to the water.
Right.
But Osaka, Japan, honestly, is the greatest place I've ever been. So.
All right. I would move to Texas in a heartbeat. I love the people in Texas. I love that you can carry guns. I love that there's no taxes or there's very little taxes.
Sick food down there.
And
big ass fucking backyards.
I love Texans because almost every Texan I've met has like, and they might all hate New Yorkers, but they have this great, just really nice attitude. And I love the weather. I love it scorching hot all the time, and I need that. And I need barbecue. And Texas is still my favorite barbecue. I do
Shout outs to Pilot George.
Oh yeah, my friend George
from Dallas. Like I've never experienced such hospitality. There's something about Texas that you're right. That is like ultra hospitable. Even BBB, Triple B down in
yeah.
Houston, man. Every time we go there, the fucking hospitality is off the fucking charts, dude.
Yeah.
Texas is cool. I couldn't live there though.
I would
a little more.
I would.
Austin's cool. Dallas is cool. Where Chris from Devourment lives is cool. I could see myself living over there. You know.
I want a big horse ranch where no human beings are, and I don't even want horses. I just want a big horse ranch so I could build a drag strip in my backyard and race my Barracuda up and down the drag strip every day during my retirement, and then come back and smoke a cigar on the back porch.
I saw a cool car the other day that I wanted to tell you about that I forgot to take a picture of. Not a Duster.
That's
no, not
Barracuda.
No.
Chevelle.
Not a Duster. Cooler, smaller.
Nova.
No. A something.
I don't know.
A Spitzer.
You knew I would like it.
Clunker. It's an old car. It looked kind of like a. Come on, guys.
A Pacer.
No. Not a Mustang. It looked kind of like a Mustang.
Camaro.
No.
Firebird.
No.
Javelin. AMX.
Think Duster. I think it was an AMC something. AMC.
Rebel,
maybe.
Oh, Rebel Machine. Scrambler. Oh, really?
Might have been a Scrambler.
Okay, cool.
It was sick as fuck.
SC Rambler. They call it a Scrambler, but it's SC/Rambler.
It might have been one of those.
That's sick.
It was sick.
Wow, that's awesome. Man.
And I was cruising around Queens. This fucking old Italian dude pulled up next to me and said, I was just like, that's pretty cool. I'm not a car guy, dude. You know what I mean? I have my fucking BMW. It cost me all my fucking money in the world. It was just sick looking. And I was just like,
that's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool, sir. You know?
Brandon says Sunbeam Tiger. Hell yes, Brandon.
I don't know what that is.
It's a British car with an American fucking engine in it. Fast car. And it was the car that Maxwell Smart used to drive in the original TV series Get Smart. He used to drive a Sunbeam Tiger.
I always wanted my dad to build me a shoe phone. And he was like, yeah, one day.
I always wanted a cone of silence.
I'm sure your parents wanted to put you in one.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. So, Chris Stevenson asks, and Chris would love to answer this question. What kind of BMW do you have, Chris?
2017 3 Series.
How many royalty payments did it take to buy that?
We had to sell 17 million copies of Onward to Mecca.
Can anybody you want some ideas on upcoming guests? We keep that close to the vest.
How about you guys give us some fucking
yeah, you guys give us some suggestions for guests.
See.
We have a bunch of people on deck.
Not necessarily music people, but also keep it realistic. Don't fucking be like Tom Araya, because it ain't fucking happening. You know what I mean? Like he has no reason to talk to me. You know what I mean? Keep it realistic. So fucking hit us up with who you guys want to see.
Yeah, if you guys want to see somebody, like if it's overwhelming, we'll reach out. We have a lot of people who want to be on the show, and we're kind of picky about who we have. We're taking a break this week because basically it was hard to find a guest this week with all the shit I'm doing, running around with dealing with my mother's estate and lawyers and work, and so I dropped the ball. So Chris and I decided we're going to do an open Q&A for this week.
Frank Mullen would be fun. He is one of the funnest people alive.
Yeah, definitely. Frank would be awesome. Will would be great. I would love to get Will Romer on.
So I'm looking through his distro as a young kid, probably 17, 18, 19 years old tops. And I don't know what death metal show it was, you know. I have no idea what show it was. But it was a show at Lemore's in the city. And I'm looking through his distro, and he comes up to me. He's like, hey. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're the kid that likes dying fetus, right? I'm like, yeah. He's just like, check out Prophecy from Texas. That was it. That was my only really ever interaction with Will Raymer.
That's awesome. That's awesome. As a matter of fact, Brandon, we are thinking of getting some chefs as guests. That's on me and Chris's list of guests to have. We're actually thinking of getting some like unique, weird guests that we think you guys would like that aren't necessarily death metal.
Roadkill says Sean Bell. I actually was going to ask him today, but
Sean Bell would be awesome because he runs a business. He's really into death metal and he's got some great IB stories.
Sure, Matty Way is a good one.
Yeah, Matty Way would be great. We'd love to have Matty Way on. You know what? That's a good suggestion. Maybe I'll ask him. We're tight with Matty. I'm going to reach out to him. That's actually a great idea. You know, I didn't think of that. So we'll get Matty Way on. I'm sure he'll
I just like this every week. I'm done
talking. Here we go. Here we go. Joe Chaffee.
It's not spelled right. But.
It's not spelled right, but actually the official internal bleeding weatherman, his name is Joe Chaffee. He's a figure here on Long Island. If you ever watch TV on Long Island, you've seen Joe Chaffee on TV. I'm very good friends with him.
My grandmother loved him when I was growing up. She's like, oh, we had an Italian last name.
I smoke cigars with Joe Chaffee. We might have him on one day to talk about weather. He's a very funny guy, too. He talks in the third person, though.
Does he?
Yes.
That's fucking awesome.
As a joke. I mean, he doesn't do it normally, but if you watch his Facebook posts, it's all in third person.
I respect that.
Which is hilarious.
No, there's something psychopathic about that. I respect.
Bill Robinson would be great, but I think he doesn't have Wi-Fi in his tent.
Yeah, pretty sure his Nokia phone doesn't have video capabilities on.
Danny Trapani's absolutely a possibility.
I used to work for Danny Trapani's dad for many years. Very cool.
I'm actually jealous because you got to deliver shaving supplies, and you know I'm into shaving.
Yeah, my car smelled like menthol for fucking 8 years.
That's awesome. So,
yeah.
Daniel Chad Walls would be good.
Like Bay rum.
Yeah, Bay rum rules. So Alexander, Connor Brown. I'm gonna call you Alexander Connor Brown. Alexander's my son.
What's the actual name?
I don't know. I call him Connor, but it apparently is Alexander.
Yeah, that's
Connor
confusing to me.
Yeah, it's Connor. So
like my name's Chris, so I just put Chris on the internet, and I don't go, hey, but call me by this other thing.
Like what, jerk?
Brian, my middle name or something.
Oh yeah, Christopher Brian McCarthy.
I'm going by Brian on the next album.
Oh, you know what? Danny from Malignancy would be great. I love Danny. Here's a good story about Danny.
So it is Connor.
Yeah. All right, it's Connor.
But, all right.
It's Sarah Connor. He's a Terminator fan, so he might appreciate
parents
it.
Are
dead. Here's an interesting story about Danny from Malignancy I just want to shout out to. He's a great idea for a guest. Danny reaches out to me. When my mom died, he was the first person to reach out to me. When Billy died, he was the first person to reach out to me. When my father died, he was the first person to reach out to me. Danny is a good dude. He's a great dude. Anyway, so... Connor, no, Terminator is not the best film ever. Alien 1
Alien 1's up there.
Is the best film
Terminator
ever.
2 is great. Terminator 1's great.
Terminator 1's great. You have to push aside that the budget wasn't great. The story was great. You know, the effects weren't that great, but you got to put it in its time.
T1's
frame.
awesome, though.
T1's
especially
great.
For the time.
T1's great. Didn't T1 have the game over?
Sean Bell is going to chime in with The Thing, the 81 version.
Oh, it's great. It's great. You know, I went down a rabbit hole the other day, speaking of The Thing, and speaking of Connor,
right?
Who's watched. Connor posted something
Alexander.
Alexander Connor Brown posted something about a quote from Halloween 2. And I commented...
The night he came home. Again.
Again, right.
Very original.
He commented about a quote from Halloween 2 that he liked, and I quoted about a comment from Halloween 1 that I liked. Then after that, I watched a whole long documentary about the making of the movie Halloween. It's amazing how you go down these rat
Unpopular
holes.
opinion, but the Rob Zombie Halloweens are good.
Okay, I don't
I
know.
don't like them more or in replacement of the original. I just like them.
Yeah, okay, they're fun. Hamed, you need to watch longer because if you go on our YouTube channel, you'll see that we had Travis
We had
on.
Travis. It was,
And it was one of our favorite episodes. Travis was the man. So, what is Sean Bell asking? What's going on? What are we asking? Sean Bell. All right, the infamous Sean Bell needs to answer. What's better, Alien 1
or Terminator 1?
or Terminator 1? That's your question.
And then tell me what your all-time favorite movie is, because
Right.
I already think I said it.
Oh, you did. Matt, yeah, dude, Cannibal Holocaust is
Fuck
great.
it. I think actually Sean's going to say Cannibal Holocaust. The way they dismantled that poor turtle. Like, I don't think that's fake. I think they actually ripped that turtle to shreds.
Yeah, you think?
Very disturbing.
You think? Really? But the film,
Very disturbing.
It's disturbing, but you know what? The thing,
like, I don't care about a person getting ripped apart or the person on the stake through the asshole. The turtle
is disturbing.
It disturbs me.
All right.
That bothers me.
Well, have you ever had turtle soup?
No,
It's
because
delicious.
of that.
It's
because
delicious.
of that movie. Sean made me watch that as a young teen, and I've never been the same.
Oh man, so yeah, I like it, but you know what? My horror movies need to be all tension and no blood and just really fucking tension building. That's why I love the first Halloween and the first Alien. It's just
Halloween 1's fun. That's Matt from Without Remorse's favorite movie of all time.
It's one of my favorites. There's so much tension in that movie. It's fucking unbelievable.
Sean Bell says The Thing. All right, I knew it.
It's a great movie. There's no denying that The Thing is a great movie, and Carpenter did an amazing job.
Sean took me to see it at Alamo Drafthouse on 35 millimeter, and we ran into Joe Bob Briggs.
I gotta put this up.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Turtle.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Me and Sean have a long running joke about the turtles.
Sean, poor
Chris. Fuck, man.
Poor Connor. Yes, dude, The Thing has a lot of tension. But look, he did Halloween. Of course, the tension's there because, such a good movie, man. Amityville 2: The Possession. I didn't like it very much. It was good, but I like the first Amityville Horror.
All right, let's get back into music.
Yeah, go.
Grant Moeller asked Chris, "How does it feel to have created an entire genre of music?" That's pretty wild when you think about it.
That's why I can't answer the question. How does it feel?
Because I will say, people go, "Oh, no, pyrexia or Suffo is bigger." IB did the thing.
We invented
IB
slam.
did the damn thing.
We invented slam. How does it feel? I don't. Honestly, I don't. I don't think about it. Sometimes I have to say it annoys me that people don't know. I can tell you that, but generally I don't think about it. I know what we do, and Bill gets all the credit for actually applying the word slam to death metal because he's the one who came up with the fucking.
Because he was sick of hearing bands like Anthrax say mosh.
Right.
He was like, mosh is stupid and weak. He's like,
all right, I know. Right.
So go ahead.
I've told the story.
I've only been regaled of the story, so I'm retelling it.
Regale. Good word. All right.
On,
so
you know
so
me. You know the kid and his vocab.
I'm going to tell you people where the term slam, as applied to death metal, came from, and anybody who tells you otherwise is full of shit. They don't know what they're talking about, and slam was started by internal bleeding. Period. End of sentence. Anybody tells you otherwise, they're a fucking full of shit, don't know their history. We're in a diner. It was the Huntington Diner, okay?
Not the Golden Roach?
Not the Golden Roach. It was the Huntington Diner across from Bike Mart on Jericho Turnpike in Huntington. And we were sitting after band practice trying to, talk about how we're going to present ourselves and what our music is. It was like this big philosophical conversation. And we had been using the word, the phrase barbaric moshing death vomit because that's what we thought we were. You know, it's all mosh riffs, this and that. And Bill got so mad at the word mosh. He's like, listen, Anthrax sucks. They're the worst band on the planet.
He's still right.
And we kind of all agreed they do suck. They're like the happiest sounding band in the world. And we were like, yeah, you're right. And Bill just pounds his hand on the table. I remember the sugar shaker going up in the air and bouncing back down. And he goes, we're fucking slam. IB is fucking slam. That's what we are. We're a fucking slam band. And I remember looking at Anthony Miola and Anthony looking back at me, and we're like, yeah, that's it, dude. And from that day on, it was total fucking slam. a million years before anybody else used the fucking term, and we started it, we coined it, and we are the first band to make the complete center of the music all mosh riffs. Suffocation had like one riff here, one riff there. Pyrexia had a couple. We made everything the focus, slam and groove all the time. Very few blast beats, all groovy riffs all the time. So
What set the shit apart for me, man, from all the other death metal bands from the 90s.
Yeah, I'm done
bands like
explaining it.
Hypocrisy and In Flames and all these other bands and shit that you hear as a young kid in the 90s coming up at going through the fucking records and shit and the CDs. And then I come across IB and I'm just like, it's all the stuff in a row that I want to hear.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how we were. We all said, we were like, blast beats are fucking boring, dude. I'm like, they're only to build tension to get to the slam riff.
Right.
You know, and let's be a riff-driven band, not a speed-driven band or a tech-driven band. Let's be a riff-driven band. Riffs, 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 riffs.
I feel like my glasses are crooked or my hat's crooked. I can't figure out.
Maybe your head's crooked.
I think that might be what it is. Maybe one ear is higher than the other.
Grant, thanks, brother. I'm exhausted sharing that story.
I like hearing it.
Oh, well, thank God. I'm exhausted hearing that story, and I'm over it now. Even though it used to piss me off, it used to piss Bill off. I can't tell you how upset Bill used to get when people would not give us credit.
Right.
I still have the rejection letter we have from Metal Blade Records saying that we were offering nothing new or interesting to music. I will never forget that because how wrong they fucking were. And now they have like 8, 9, 10 bands on their label that are completely influenced by IB. So, whatever. It's done and over with.
It is what it is. You've carved out your own path and your own way. And we will continue to do so until your right shoulder dislocates itself completely.
First ever slam song, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. 1974. First slam riff ever. Period. Tony Iommi wrote it. He wrote all the good riffs.
It's pretty good.
That riff, dude, for 1974, that riff is brutal as fuck. 1974.
Hard as hell.
I was, I was young, and most of you weren't even born.
Wow.
So that's amazing. So.
All right.
Oh, here's something that I agree with 100%.
I'm agreeing with you.
Here's something I agree with 100%, and I think it should be posted. If I can post it.
In addition, McCarthy has taken you guys to another level too. Hey, wow, that's a very nice compliment. Well, thank you. Okay, so I'm a fan before I was in the band. When they, full disclosure, when they originally reformed, I was underwhelmed, and I always knew that they could do great, you know, with the legacy that they've had. And sure, the fucking Imperium album came out good, and Billy plays really sick on it. There's some great songs and some great riffs on it. And I'm glad that they were back to whatever capacity they were going to be. But I always knew that they could be great. So when I had the opportunity to inject what I thought was greatness as a fan, and I'm not saying this, I'm some fucking prodigy fucking guitar player that's going to make everything I do fucking golden touch. I just knew what I wanted to hear out of Internal Bleeding when they got back originally. So I went, let's do this and this and this and this that you guys didn't do when you first originally got back. Let's do that. And now I'm trying to make the best version of IB possible every time we go out.
And I love it. I think our riff writing styles are different.
I always looked up to Chris, and now he's not just a mentor or like a guy I look at. We're friends and we're partners. Of course, he's one of my best friends now in the world, and he's also my landlord.
Yeah,
yesterday was the first, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
But that being said, yes, I would try to do what's right by the band for sure.
He always has the best. Chris always has the best.
Chris wouldn't have let me do this much of my own influence on the band if he didn't believe in me and what we could do with it.
Right, and I always try to keep an open mind.
Also, shout outs to Sean Bell, who's listening right now. That's true. He was the one who went, Pravella's texted me last night, do you want to be in Internal Bleeding in our office at work?
That's right.
And I went, I do.
That's right. Oh, my God. Yeah, Sean Bell, dude.
And Guy Marche gave you the fucking approval that he also went, Chris McCarthy's pretty good.
Yeah, you know? Guy's the man, dude. Guy's the man.
So shout outs to you guys. So I'm sorry, you were saying? You were saying about me?
Yeah, no, I am saying about you. You're great. I think you have your own riff writing style. It might not be what I do, but I try to be open about everything that you do because
Right, and if you don't like it, we don't use it.
right. And but I always want to push the band forward. I never want the band to stagnate writing the same shit all the time. And Chris puts a breath of fresh air into, when the burden is all on me, it's hard. But when he comes in, he relieves the burden and he writes great riffs that mix with my riffs. I mean, how can one not like that? How can one not like having a partner? Not in that way.
No.
But not
Nothing
that there's
there's
anything wrong with that. There's nothing great like having a partner who you can bounce ideas back and forth. And when him and I are writing, we are like back and forth like machine guns. What about this? Let's try this. Ooh, let's try this. It's exciting. It's exhilarating. It's fun. I love it. Just fucking love it.
And listen, we don't have Frankie Mitz around. We don't have Guy Marchand around anymore. So somebody's got to fucking
write good
help.
riffs.
You know what I mean? Somebody's got to help. You know what I mean? It's fucking those guys did a fucking big chunk of the writing when they were around. That fucking you could tell the Provellis riffs on an album. And you could tell the other ones that were.
Yeah, anything that sounds like Black Sabbath remotely is written by me because all I wanted Internal Bleeding to be was like Black Sabbath.
Well, yes, that's a very nice compliment. Whoever said that, thank you very much.
That was Grant. He's a big IB fan. I believe he owns a restaurant.
You're one of the only few that think that. Most of the other people are like McCarthy ruined Internal Bleeding.
They can suck my dick.
They have even shorter hair than they ever did somehow. Within the band.
We'll always be a short hair band. Except, wait. Oh, we are now officially all short hair band.
Yeah. I told Ryan to grow his out because it would look funny.
I think so. Anyway. Yeah, it is the first of the month, and Chris owes me rent, and he's going to be hung by a fucking piano wire if he doesn't pay me tomorrow. I'm literally going to be eating
soup tonight that I have in the cabinet. That's how little money I have after I pay rent today.
So
buy some Internal Bleeding t-shirts, for Christ's sake. Chris, where's the link for that? It's right below me. Below me. Internal.
I'm not going to comment on this. I'm just going to
Internal-bleeding.com. Buy some fucking t-shirts.
I'm just going to leave this. I'm just going to leave this comment up here. No comment. But
listen, I ran into homeboy from plays drums for Death Angel, and he was sick a few months ago. I don't remember. Like
Gene Hoglan?
No, current guy.
Oh, the current guy. Okay.
But I saw him like a year or two ago at my old job, and I mentioned Internal Bleeding. He was like, "You're in Internal Bleeding?" I was like, "Well, I am, for the last 3 or 4 years." He was like, "I saw them at Milwaukee Metal Fest in '96 or something, and they were the sickest fucking band." The drummer of Death Angel said that to me.
That's fucking.
I said sick.
That's awesome.
That's what's up.
I love to hear that. That's fucking good stuff.
Daniel Rockmeyer asks, "Who is writing your drum parts?" Me and Chris come up with the ideas for them, and then we show them to Kyle, and he does his own thing.
Yeah.
We think he really did a sick job on last album, but we're gonna let him really do his own thing on the next album.
Yeah. So Chris and I have to write drum parts because we're demoing stuff. But
so this is gonna be a blast beat part, or this is a halftime part, or this is gonna be double bass with a straight thingy. But really, whatever Kyle wants to do within the confines of those parts, he can do.
As long as he keeps it groovy. And Kyle always comes up with good shit. He's a very creative drummer. And Kyle is, thank God, Kyle is still from the old school who believes that you actually have to hit your drums.
Right, he doesn't do that swivel foot horse shit.
Yeah, he plays like a fucking maniac, and he hits the fucking drums. He doesn't even need microphones on his drums.
He actually lifts his legs and calves to do the double bass like a grown man.
Kyle is the last of a dying breed of drummer. Most of the drummers now are very technical, light touch drummers.
Right.
With nothing wrong with that, but that's not what IB wants. No. IB wants a guy who plays drums, who hits the drums like he hates the world, and Kyle does that. And Kyle does it with precision and fucking groove, and he's a maniac behind the kit. I mean, he's banging his head, he's going crazy. I mean, I couldn't ask for some stepping into Bill's shoes. I can't imagine what that was like, and Kyle did it.
He really did it.
Yeah, Kyle did it. It was great.
What time are we working with? We'll do another 10, 15 or so.
Eric Sayan says no double strokes. Yeah,
Eric's from the old school, man. He played on Dying Fetus's Stop at Nothing.
That's
one of my all-time favorite albums, dude. Schematics might be my favorite Dying Fetus song, period.
And Eric Sayan owned the Demon, Dodge Demon. So
really?
Props for me.
Yeah, shout out to him. Sick-ass fucking drummer, dude. He's from that last...
He's a great guy, too.
He's from that era of sick-ass fucking hard-hitting-ass serious drummers, dude.
Yeah, so... Sean Bell says, IB devastated every Milwaukee Metal Fest. Sean, were you at the 99 one when when Ray punched a homeless person like across
Holy
the
shit.
whole floor.
What a great story.
Oh my God, it was fucking hilarious. Guy deserved it. I don't believe in beating up on homeless people, but this guy was annoying. Ray.
Maureen asks, says our top fan on Facebook. When it gets colder, are we going to have the smoke session in the garage? She's thinking about buying a heat lamp so she can watch it outside herself. Why? You can't smoke in the house? Yes, we're going to go in the garage because we can smoke in the garage, thankfully.
And we're going to up our once we get in the garage, we're going to up our production values. Yeah. We're going to get an actual backdrop and have a green screen, so we're going to be coming live from the Simpsons living room every week. That's
such a good idea.
Or the Brady Bunch house, something like that every week.
Fucking Black Sabbath album cover.
Drew Roberts asks, how's Sean and Joe doing? We just saw Sean a couple of weeks ago. Sean's doing okay. He's working hard, playing in Pyrexia. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, right? Or was that like a month ago?
I don't remember. But I talked to Sean actually last night.
Oh my God, July 4th is the last time we saw Sean. Yeah, my July 4th barbecue.
I talked to Sean on the phone last night, though, through text. He's coming with me to Matt Martin's from Without Remorse's bachelor party. And I'm sure Joe's good, man. He's a hardworking dude, man. He works a lot. He's a mechanic. He's got the 2 little kiddos. I talk to Jackie, his wife, more often. She's, we bullshit on the internet and shit. They're cool.
Joe and I actually talk quite a bit during the week. We talk about politics and we talk about cars. I keep in touch with him anyway. Joe Marchese is the most brilliant fabricator in the planet.
Yeah, he's a smart dude, man.
If you give Joe a piece of steel and you say, I want blank built, he'll build it out of a piece of steel and it'll blow your mind. He's one of the most talented people in the world. Anyway, so that's it. So whatever.
Damn, no smoke in the house, Maureen. You guys got to start smoking.
Maureen, you need to. I'm going to talk to the mayor and let.
How old are the kids? They probably have weed in their sock drawers. Check it out.
Jesus Christ! What? Don't tell her that her kids might be smoking weed.
No, I'm saying it's fine. They're probably fine.
They're probably fine. Oh
Uncle
God.
Chris is fine.
Yeah, Uncle Chris is doing okay. You're doing all right. You got a nice watch on. You got a BMW. Man, IB pays the bills, baby.
Yeah, baby. Sean Bell pays the bills. IB supplements it nicely.
Well, we love Sean Bell. So.
But seriously, people, buy fucking Corrupting Influence from Unique Leader. Buy it from Indie Merch. There's still a few copies left. I don't think vinyls exist anymore. But there's still a couple boxes of those fucking CDs, man. And we're trying to get rid of those so we can give you jerk offs a new one.
What does my wife think of IB?
Well, I've lost 2 fiancés over this gay band, so.
Okay, so here's what my wife thinks of IB. She doesn't like the music very much. She admires the dedication and the tightness and the musicality, but she's a country music girl. So she's not a big fan of the band music per se, but she's a big fan of me, thank God. And she's very supportive of me, and she loves Chris, and she loves all the guys, and she welcomes them all with open arms every time we have practice. And she's the most encouraging person I've ever met.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely cool person.
Yeah. So
great human.
She's not a big, huge fan of the music. She's a great singer. She's been playing in bands for years. She has a beautiful voice. I should post some of her videos of her playing, but I don't like sharing family stuff publicly because there's a lot of creeps out there, and I don't want people seeing pictures of my kids or my wife or anything like that because I respect their privacy, and there's a lot of creeps out there. And
you're not wrong.
Next thing you know, my
wife's next to one of them.
Next thing you know, my wife's getting dick pics from people, and she doesn't deserve that. She already puts up with me, which is like a fucking headache already. So
her inbox is already full from you alone. I'm sure.
Exactly. So, there's your answer to that. So, anything else we got? I believe that.
It's getting cold out, man. This stinks, dude. Summer's over for sure. I had to fucking change out of my Daisy Dukes. I was sitting out here for like a half hour with Chris. I was like, fuck, I gotta put some pants on, dude. It's cold, man. Sucks dick.
Amanda says she loves watching these sessions and learning more about us. You know what, Amanda? We love.
Cool. She's not a cop, right?
Right. I hope not.
All right.
Or she works for the DEA, actually. Amanda, we love doing this too because we love talking to the fans and
we're bored. No. We appreciate you guys watching, even if you tune in for a second and seeing what's going on, and you check out a few songs on Spotify even, or we'd really love you guys to buy some shirts off of internal-bleeding.com.
Yeah, we have some really cool shirts on our website. that you
But
can't get anywhere else.
if you're just checking us out for the first time or whatever, or you just kind of learning about us as the weeks go by, it's very cool. We got a bunch of other sick guys in the band right now. Shout outs to Steve Worley down south, our lead singer. He has the logo tattooed on his goddamn head.
He's a fucking idiot.
Absolute maniac. Shout outs to Ryan Giordano, our bass player. Shout outs to Kyle Eddy upstate.
Yep.
We love those guys, man.
Shout outs to Frank Rini. Shout outs to Jerry Lowe. Shout outs to every XID member. Brian Hobby.
Guy Marche, he's usually watching. He's not today for some reason.
I hope he's okay.
Hope he's feeling all right.
So, yeah, we miss California too, man.
I wish I was there right now
we
with
miss
a big old
California.
fucking In-N-Out burger and a fucking pre-rolled joint and a hot Mexican chick. And
whoa.
Yeah, I like Mexican chick.
All right, so that's nothing.
That's not a slur. I really like Mexican chicks.
No, all right. So
they're so hot.
Somebody had asked me a while ago, what was it? Tell me about the guest solo you did on the Oncology album.
Yeah, that came out wacky.
So Connor,
it worked.
Yeah, Connor asked me to do a solo, and I was like paranoid and scared because I don't consider myself a soloist at all. But thank God Connor encouraged me to do it, and I didn't want to do anything crazy. I'm not a shredder. I don't believe in shredding. I believe in creating an atmosphere. Like if you listen to the solo I did on Corrupting Influence or the solo I did on Focus, it's more of an emotional kind of thing. I think that's where a solo should be. It should be an emotional point. It shouldn't be a...
He's not a doodly band anyway.
Right.
You know.
It's about feel and stuff. So I listened to the song Connor gave me and I got a vibe off it. And I wanted to create something really dark and kind of like creepy. And so I layered a bunch of different solos over it. And it came out pretty cool. It came out pretty creepy. Connor loved it. I hated it. I'm embarrassed. But that's just me because I don't have any confidence.
Joe Levette, great question. Did we use Billy's kit to record Corrupting Influence? Yes.
Yes.
We did. And we will probably record the next album with it. I'm sure Kyle's comfortable with that. He bought a new kit from D-Drum that he's waiting on in the mail that I'm sure we'll use live from now on. And we'll leave Billy's kit in the studio.
Yeah.
You know, because it's priceless.
Well, yeah. Oh.
But we will bring it to full force, so wherever we record next. And I'm sure we'll record everything that ever goes on wax for IB with it.
Yeah. You know, it was really cool. Last weekend we were practicing. We had a practice. I think Chris posted some Instagram stuff of us practicing. We posted Instagram last week. We posted on Facebook of us playing live.
Oh, the live jammer last week.
Yeah.
Surrounded from the inside.
Right. And that was Bill's kit, man. It still gives me goosebumps every time we play. And I look at Bill's kit and I'm like, Bill's living on because we're using his kit. And
cool.
I know he's happy. Wherever the fuck he is, he's like, yeah, man, go. So it's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Cheers to Chile. We love you guys. Chile. I'm sorry. So, man, I'm glad so many people are tuning in and saying we look forward to the SmokeSesh. We look forward to doing this.
Yeah, this is fun, man.
Every week. So I just want to make this sound one more time.
Let's hear it. Wow.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
That's impressive. So, Hamed, any guests on the new album? You're just going to have to wait for it to come out to find out. But we do have some guests lined up. And, you know, Ozzy said yes. So he's going to do something.
Inhuman suffering.
He's going to go, Inhuman. Sharon! So, yeah, Drew, American hero. Bill's a hero. Bill's the man.
The best. Really the best dude ever. We're not saying that because he passed away. And he did it in a fucking heroic way. He was the best. He was actually the coolest and funniest guy. One of the best people you could ever go on tour with and fucking be in a band with. And
yeah, if anybody met Bill, they would know.
Just a great guy.
Yeah, he was just a great guy.
So fun to be with.
All right, so we got a couple of minutes left. So this is the lightning round. If you guys have any questions, get them in. We're gonna do 10 more minutes, and then we're out.
Hit me. What are we doing tonight? What are you doing tonight?
I am gonna chill out and watch some TV.
It's getting cold.
I have to get up. Sunday morning is this. I always say this, but this Sunday could be the last of the car shows that I go to. It's getting too cold.
Right, I know.
Don't park in the driveway. So the Barracuda will come out. You know what? Maybe next week I'll take some footage from the car show and I'll post it up on the SmokeSesh so you guys can see what I do at 5:30 in the morning on Sunday. Looking forward to taking my car out because I don't have much more time to take it out this season. So things are going to get sad. So. Chris Stevenson, you're right. Bill is the king of wisecracks. He always had the best wisecracks.
Best jokes ever. Best fucking one-liners that we still use to this day.
Oh, my God. What's your favorite Bill one-liner? Let's talk.
What are you hearing?
What are you hearing?
It's my fucking. It's the funniest greeting I've ever heard. It's irreverent. It's stupid. It makes no sense, but it makes all the sense in the world. What are you hearing? You say that. You walk into a room and you say that to your friend that you haven't seen in a couple of days. Hey, what are you hearing? Like, it's fucking hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious to me, and I say it every day to my coworkers. They're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You don't get it? Okay."
Hey, Arn, that's what the smoke sesh is for. To sit back, to relax, enjoy the moment, have a cigar or a bong hit or 2 or 3 or 10, and hang out with some friends and just enjoy life, because this COVID thing stinks. We can't see each other. We can't hang out with each other, but we can on live stream. So this is a great show.
Roadkill says internal cooking with McCarthy. Yeah, we're gonna do.
We're doing actually.
A segment one week where I actually make a burger from scratch, or at least do it in time lapse or something like that, and I'll show you guys how to fucking make a McCarthy burger.
Oh, look at, oh my God, Chris, how do you know about ass display? So I got to put this up.
I don't even know about that. What the hell does that mean?
All right. So I have to tell you about this word, ass display.
Okay.
Bill just blurted. So when I used to work at this company called Austin Sculpture, me and Bill would talk every morning like we always did for as long as we were friends. And one day he called my office and they put me through, and I'm like, yeah, hello, Chris Pravella's art department. And all I hear is ass display. And I'm like, I knew it was Bill. And I'm like, what the fuck is an ass display? And we got into like, and I'm at work, okay? This was a half-hour conversation. We tried to describe what an ass display is. Is it a pedestal that's 3 feet high with an ass on it? Like, what is an ass display? But that was what was so great about Billy. He'd come up with shit that made no sense, but ass display was hilarious. So
wow,
yeah. So
well, I'm glad to know.
Oh, I told you, Chris. All right, I didn't know how you know that. Yeah, Drew, man, we love doing this, brother. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I had a coffee. I had a fucking Coke.
What kind of Coke?
Yeah, I had so many
Colombian
edibles yesterday, dude. I ate like 200 milligrams worth of edibles yesterday, and I'm like, double gravity today. Feeling it, dude.
Oh, Christine, you just joined us now. We're about to sign off. We had some good conversations this week, by the way. I enjoyed our conversations we had via text. So that was a couple of laughs and some deep philosophical conversations about politics and stuff. That was cool.
All right.
Cheers to you. Love you. Love all my Texas people. You know how much I love Texas. I'm retiring in Texas, whether my wife wants me to or not. That's where I'm going. So, anyway. Bolivia. Oh, boy. Chris, you love Bolivia. That's where they make the coca leaf.
Yeah, that's a dangerous place, and the chicks are hot.
Are they? Have you been to Bolivia?
No, South American chicks are generally pretty hot.
Chris just loves South American chicks.
Dude, in Colombia, even the ugly chicks were hot.
Oh, yeah, Chris Stevenson, Shit Toilet was another good one from Bill, you know. Love you too, Sean Bell. I will always love Sean Bell.
Sean Bell, you're the man. I'll text you later, brother.
As a matter of fact, Sean Bell, you're speaking at my eulogy. You don't know that, but I'm putting that in any will.
Oh, brother.
But you have to wear your Jenkos.
Don't worry about that.
I want him with his Jenkos and his chain wallet that he used to have.
Still got both.
Yeah, he's speaking. You're speaking at my eulogy too.
What happens if it's in a plane crash and we're together?
Then we'll have Kennedy do it.
Oh no! Shout outs to Barnes, right? Or Celino.
Celino and Barnes, the lawyers.
One of them died in a plane crash.
No way.
Yeah, you didn't see it on the news?
Oh my God.
Joe Chaffee didn't tell you?
No, Joe Chaffee didn't tell me.
No, one of them died. Shout outs to Celino or Barnes.
Well, it might be Barnes or Celino. We don't know. But anyway. So anyway. Listen, we love you guys. You have a good night. Chris, who sponsors the SmokeSesh?
As usual, brutalglass.com, brutalglass.com, brutalglass.com. For all your heavy metal.
Oh, wait. Sean Bell says R.I.P. Barnes. Sean Bell, was it Barnes who died? So they can't.
Oh, so Frankie Mitz. So here's a great story.
Okay.
Former guitar player, onward to mega guitar player.
Great guy.
Frankie Mitz. He used to prank call the office of Celino and Barnes, and he would go, "Hey, put Celino on the phone." And they'd be like, "What? Hello?" He'd be like, "Yeah, you heard me. Put Celino on the phone." And then get the guy and then put him on the phone. He'd be like, "Is Celino? Yeah, I want to talk to Barnes. Put Barnes on the phone."
Did he really do
Frankie
that?
used to do that.
Frankie's the man.
Yeah.
I love him.
Shout out to Frankie Mitz.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll be back next week with a guest next week, I promise.
Really?
I don't know.
All right.
You tell me. We're having Sean Bell next week.
Yo, I'm actually gonna ask him.
Yo, Sean Bell, you're watching right now, so fucking, are you gonna be our guest next week? Answer it right on the text.
Let's see.
Let's see it. Come on, answer it. You're gonna be our guest.
Be.
Oh, look, he's ignoring us.
Yes.
Sean, dude, you got so many good tour stories from early IB. You have to be on.
He's also immunocompromised. Oh, he's in.
He's in. All right. So next week, our guest is Sean Bell. You're going to love Sean Bell. He's
OG IB merch guy and owner of the Gore Store on eBay. Gore Store NY on eBay. And
so
my boss.
And wait,
so I'm going to have my landlord and my boss on next week.
You guys do Amazon too, though?
We do. We'll put up all the links next week. We have an Amazon store and an eBay store. We sell horror movie and heavy metal shit worldwide. The Gore Store NY on eBay and the Gore Store
on top of
Amazon.
that, Sean Bell is a death metal scholar. He knows so much shit and so much obscure shit.
Both of you guys used to work at the world's greatest record store of all time, None of the Above Records, where I interned for a short while.
Now, trivia.
Okay.
None of the Above used to be owned by Brett from Sorrow.
The band Sorrow?
The band Sorrow. Coolest guy in the world. I just talked to Brett this week. He's living in Florida. He's having a good time. He's about to retire. God bless him. He's a great guy. He was a great boss.
Awesome.
And I had so much fun working at None of the Above. It was the best weekend job I ever had.
Oh, yeah.
I took the job. I didn't need the job. I was making plenty of money being a creative director. I took the job because I wanted to work at a record store. And I worked every Saturday.
I remember going in there, and there was an IB 8x10 above the fucking cash register.
Brett just posted it on his personal page a couple of days ago,
Classic
the IB
shit.
photo. Yeah, so anyway. Thanks a lot, guys. We love you.
SmokeSesh out.
We're gone.
DDX gang.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you do.
So, yes, Sorrow was first known as Apparition, Mr. fucking Smarty Pants, Sean Bell.
Sean Bell.
We can talk about all that next week.
Shout outs to Dystopia 1 or something.
Right, yeah, Dystopia 1.
Buscemi tapes.
Yeah, you know, I heard an inside story that Chris McCarthy's actually going to body slam Sean Bell next week.
Sean fell through the fucking fire pit last week.
Yes, he did. And Sean, you can't bring in fucking cheap-ass Irish whiskey, all right? You're bringing good whiskey next week. So that's the end of it. Good night, guys. We love you.
Peace, guys. SmokeSesh. See you next week.
We're out.